Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Welcome to our coverage of the OT Randomizer Standard Tournament qualifiers. It is qualifier number 8 today, and do we have a stacked deck for you today? Let's go. Oops. I need to click the right button though. And we are pretty much ready to go. Everyone's ready. Clicking for start as we speak.
All right, let's go.
And here we go. All right. I'm Tobias. With me on commentary today is Zeno. Zeno, how are you?
I'm good. My voice is a little gravelly. I'm getting over a sickness, but it should be good. This is going to be a good one. I'm good friends with two of the guys on Restream, so hopefully we can see some wins for my boys down on the bottom half there, J-Bone and Rock Chalk. But really, not a lot to say about the settings this time around. Open Deku just means you don't have to find the Kokiri sword, and we can go in there straight away. A little callback to Season 3. And Blue Fire arrows only affect one thing logically, being King Zora, and being able to get him without a bottle. So slightly increases Paradox Ladder, but nothing too serious.
And we're getting our hints immediately, as well as our
medallions.
Dodongo's Cavern, Foolish, Graveyard to Bongo, Sunsong is Hover Boots, and Skull Mask. What?
I don't know what that was. But
I missed it as well. Oh geez. Anyway.
Someone in chat will do it.
Yeah, chat as always, the true MVP.
Yeah, it looks like Barrel's reading his hints slowly, so we should be good. Skull Mask is dead.
Skull Mask is dead. That's some choice hints.
The new Skull Mask text screws me up every single time. Sunsong Grave had Hover Boots.
Yeah, Sunsong Grave has Hover Boots, which they're going to get straight away. They have Sunsong as their starting song.
Yeah.
They are also starting with a free Shadow Medallion.
Yeah. I didn't quite catch the medallion order immediately, but looks like we've got Spirit, Dodongo's Fire, Water, and Shadow.
Alright. Spirit, Dodongo, Fire, Water, and Shadow. That's free Strength. And so, I mean, what we're looking at here is basically the... a pretty much... a pretty fast start, I need to say. And, okay, Burning Kakasaria's song.
Yeah, that shouldn't be too impactful. It's not something we're super concerned about in the early game. Nothing in the windmill, see what song we get. Hopefully something good, something warpy. That is warpy, but it's warping us to exactly where we're at. But it's good for the seed overall. We will need that eventually. We do need to do Shadow, so Nocturne. Not a bad song to get.
Indeed. Some vanilla early on to start.
Sorry, what?
I mean, Nocturne?
Nocturne.
Oh, wait, never mind. That's well, we're gonna call it French vanilla.
Okay, you saved it. But Andrew giving us a full wallet right off the bat.
40 skulls is nothing. 50 skulls is fire arrows. Okay.
Hopefully that's not relevant, but I did have a seed that I distinctly remember from like a year ago where it was fire arrows on 50 and it locked the bomb bag.
Oh boy. And Deku Tree to King Dodongo. We are starting with open Deku Tree, so they are gonna get their first child face.
Yeah, and in fact, I think that pushes you child.
For sure.
And here we're gonna be getting our hover boots. Very nice. Also means, which I thought we would be able to see, which we still may not be. We still may see it, but it does. As we see magic in the Shieldgrave, we may see a severe lack of B1 skip. Which with the open deck, I was really hoping we would be able to get that old school flavor. Rushing Deku, no explosives. Gotta be one skip.
I mean, both. Isn't Tsundere skip still faster than doing the bomb strat here?
If you're good at it.
By the way, I can't quite recall the first path hint we got at Temple of Time. Which one was that again? Something
it was
to Bongo.
Graveyard to Bongo. Graveyard to Bongo.
Graveyard to Bongo. Well, yeah, we. It's not for the hover boots though.
Well, no, it's for the magic, probably.
Yeah.
It's also for the hover boots, but because they were specifically hinted on sometimes, it's not what it's pointing to. Indeed. But it would be correct to say that there are paths to Bongo. Technically speaking, if you were to go into the spoiler log and look at the path to Bongo section, it would list the hover boots.
True. All right. Apologies for the audio issues I'm hearing about in chat. Switched audio to what the hell's happened for now. We'll see if that's better and if that helps.
And okay, cool. Slingshot, so that bomb bag's in logic no matter what, and a free shield. Holy crap! Dompe Skipper's missing out on a shield.
Well, I mean...
Not even sure if that's still a thing. I just remember it was the thing for a very short while.
True.
But I think the pathing's pretty obvious here. You know where your bomb bag is. It's very easily accessible because with the miner that we have vanilla spawns, which means as soon as we reset as child, we will be in Kokiri and we can just do Deku. Also, with the fact that the miners are what they are, we start with Deku equipment, which means we're fully stocked to just do Deku. So I think that's what we're going to see what the hell do right here.
Sounds likely.
Yeah.
But yeah, it absolutely makes sense. You have a path-hinted bomb bag to be chasing that straight away. All right. Now there's some game audio for you. Sorry for the little tech issues here. But should be good now.
A lot of it is out of our control. We don't control the runners' OBSs and their levels and shit.
That's it. All right. So, both What the Hells and Rockshark headed child just as well as J-Bone. Wooden Barrel probably not far behind. Yeah. This is yeah.
Well, based off of
I can only call this Stack of Rico.
Looks like that's what I was going to say. With Barrel exiting out of Pack the way he did, looks like he's going to River, which, that's a divergence I was not expecting, especially with a known bomb bag. But let's see if this pays off for him.
Yeah, so three of our runners are basically pushing Child early to get that progression out of the way. Whereas Barrel is choosing to go upriver for the hints here. You are available, or you have 3 more hints available to you here, as well as 3 item checks. That's a hard container. He might pick that up just because it's convenient. We'll see.
I don't think he will. But with that Sun Song, we're going to be able to not orphan Richard. Usually something that's very tricky to do because you need to come back into market, obviously. But having Suns makes it a lot easier to get in and out without Prelude.
True. Alright, but hints. Shadow Temple to Volvagia. Okay, Shadow Temple, not last temple in logic. Or in the chain today. That's actually important information for Barrel.
Yeah,
Lakeside Lab is dead.
Yep, Lab Dive's dead.
So this is important information for Barrel. It means that he knows that his Shadow Temple kit, when it is, which seems to be pretty early in the seed anyway, will open the path for him to get probably a hammer at that point. And Deku Tree still on the path to King Dodongo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and safe warps back to Temple of Time with that information in hand. Evidently, or I would say that wasn't the worst of plays. That was that gave him important information that the others now don't have.
Yeah, it's something that you're gonna do regardless. Generally, what we see if people make a river play like that is they'll do it before CAC. But since you got a Sun Song, your time of day, you don't need to manage time of day like that.
True. So there's a wallet in London Rand. Probably not relevant for us.
Yeah. But it exists, and we appreciate it.
Yep, it is welcome. So Barrel's child model here is the Link figurine from Majora's Mask.
Yeah, Ben, I think is the fan name for it.
I don't know. It's the Elegy model.
Yeah.
It has no mouth and it must scream. There is Prelude.
Yep.
So makes pathing a bit easier. Doesn't do anything for us logic wise.
No, but you're never gonna say no to it.
No.
You want one of the two. You want Serenade or Prelude. Because they both effectively work as the same, especially with a Sun Star.
Yeah. And everyone's safe warping out of here, obviously.
I wonder where the spawn's gonna be.
Where the spawn's gonna be? It's gonna be Kokiri Forest, I bet.
Oh my god, it's Kokiri Forest. Oh man. Oh shit. Yeah. So
there's no red ones this season.
Yeah.
At least not unless it's a specifically selected setting. Mido's out of the way straight away. Because open Deku.
Looks like we have actually divergence. One going Deku, one going Midas, which honestly it's 6 one way, half a dozen the other. You're gonna have to walk back because you're gonna be doing Lost Woods after this. So I kinda like the Deku play a little more.
I didn't see the hint that Barrel just got.
It was sometimes hints, but I don't know if it was particularly relevant.
And I also missed Rockchalk's hint. Good grief.
Well, we've got
even commentate.
Well, we've got another shot at that with What the Hell, and another one with J-Bone when he gets there, so we'll be fine.
Yeah, it was a repeat of the lap dive hint.
Okay.
Okay, and 30 dead. That's good news, actually.
Yeah. And then Zora was that doing River. Oh snap!
Oh, now that's actually spicy.
Yeah, that is spicy because
Barrel went up there, got the Volvagia hint, and the other runners who go Deku first are likely not to get that now.
Yeah.
So if the other Volvagia hint copy is at a bad location, that could actually be very very important.
Yeah. But also on that same token, right? Like how much is a path to a progression dungeon in value, right? Comparative to somewhere that's like overworld. Like I think if you're going to skip a path hint, if an area that is a progression dungeon that you know you are going to do is one of the least impactful.
It's true. I mean, you are obviously... or you might obviously be tempted to fish for the hammer somewhere. But
yeah.
I agree that it is not as impactful as other path locations could have been still. It's more information for Barrel, so we'll take it.
Oh, absolutely. And there's a Goron tuning. So everything we said about that wallet, yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, and so wallet and Goron tuning both equally available. So we are looking at definitely a path hammer, or we have hover boots, so that's almost guaranteed to be a hammer in Shadow Temple.
There's and we have a strength. There's a weird situation where it could be a bow, but it's probably not going to happen. Yeah.
So one thing that could happen, obviously, is if it's in the first 2 checks of Shadow Temple and one of the runners chooses to go for the skip of the first 2 checks that RSL players like to do, that could get relevant, but we'll see. Ooh, another big chest.
It's probably our bomb
Deku
bag.
tree, as always, loaded, and we knew it was going to be
Yep, there's the bomb bag.
bag. Yep, there we go. And Wooden Barrel is headed for London Ranch here. Plays Sunsong now, obviously, and goes and collects his copy of the song and wallet in here.
This is Stone Deku, right? Yeah, not like we really care, but like this is not going to give us a medallion, so.
Yeah, but we're not really like skipping Goma at this point is not worth it. You're in the basement already.
I'm in the mind of always do your Stone DC, always do your Stone Deku for the most part. Especially if it's
can't bring myself to disagree here. It is such a plentiful amount of checks and so quickly done that you almost just don't want to skip it.
I mean, first hook can be in shadow, like regardless, but hook being relevant for fire logic is very sus at this point. We got a path to Volvagia hook, I'd be concerned. And solid Goma fight from what the hell?
Hi Goma, bye Goma.
Yeah.
That was basically real time.
And yeah, all that was in here was the bomb bag, so.
Yep. Well, and there was some convenience items. You never say no to a Goron tunic just because.
Yeah, there was a Goron tunic, yeah.
Yeah, it alleviates the fear of or the problem with having not enough heart containers yet.
Yeah, we're not worried about like collecting health for tunic for timer time and fire. We're also probably not going to be in fire for a very long time, given our hints. So
yeah, given the hints, fire is likely to be our go mode dungeon. Unless Randobot decided to produce a particularly cursed seed today.
I don't know. We'll see.
Imagine Randobot wanting to curse the runners.
Imagine thinking Randobot has a personality.
Imagine humanizing a piece of software. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there are people that are married to pieces of software.
Let's not go there.
Okay.
Zora's River is still foolish. Oh, okay. So interesting.
Yeah.
Both Zora's River hint copies in
very
Kokiri Forest or near Kokiri Forest.
Yeah. It basically means that Barrel's the only one getting those hints.
Yeah.
Essentially. Shadow. Oh, well, there we go. Barrel's play does not matter at all.
Well,
it actually just straight up loses some time.
Unfortunately for him, yes, that's the case. So, strike what we said about Shadow Temple, or about the Shadow Temple hint being relevant earlier. With that location for the hint copy, no longer relevant.
Yeah, no one's missing that one.
If you're a Barrel fan, you really hope to see those that second hint copy kind of out of the way in a bad location like Hyrule Castle 3 or maybe the Cow Grotto.
Yeah, and it's still not even like it's not like he lost an exorbitant amount of time, and it's like it's like 2-3 minutes max.
Flames and Kakariko. Sheik still teaches Sari a song.
So far, nothing in his Lost Woods apart from that claim check.
Yeah, no. I mean, we had a pretty fast or pretty rampant rapid amount of succession of items. Wow, I can English. Rapid succession of items in early game here. We had strength. We had a bomb bag. We had what else did we have?
Hover's magic.
Hover boots magic. Slingshot. We had Nocturne already. So yeah. At some point, it's got to slow down.
Also, I was gonna say a joke there, but you talked too long for me not to make the joke.
Oh.
I was gonna say you not only can English, you can also German.
I tried. Or I try to anyway.
Yeah. Sometimes you can't do either.
Also true.
I love this strat that Rockshock's doing right here. This when you nail this box movement to Saria's, it's so satisfying.
Yeah, and it's so quick as well. So
yeah. It actually isn't. Dotso timed it, and if your rolls are like you've good spacing on your rolls, it's equal. But it's just fun to pull off.
Interesting. And there's Zelda's Lullaby.
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time is Serenade. Okay, so not relevant for us.
Yeah, not relevant at all.
Let's see. Kokiri Forest. Foolish. Ha, that's rude.
Also,
that
not
a rude location for that hint. Gerudo training grounds for Morpha.
GTG to Morpha. We don't have access to that quite yet, but
Hey, what was that foolish that we got at Temple of Time again?
What was that? It wasn't Kokiri Forest, was it?
It wasn't Kokiri Forest. It wasn't
I forgot what it was. It was the last one. I just forgot what it was. And none of these runners have Gossip Stone's tracker, so I can't cheat. Yo, does anyone know? Does anyone want to go back in the VOD?
Twin Dragons, I feed the bot, so that's not gonna help us.
It's not sentiently watching this race. It is run by the humans that are here, right here. Also, Goron City play from What the Hell and Rockshock. This is one of those things that can hurt you, hurt or help you. A lot of time Child Goron City can be a waste of time. Sometimes you have to come back because Sari is on burning cack, so they're probably weighing that as an option. Like, I'm not going to be getting this for a while. I might as well do this now.
Yeah, that's I think what they're thinking.
Yeah. I'm gonna quickly do everyone here a solid and go in that go into one of their VODs and try to find it.
Appreciate it. Anyway, so yeah, both Hells and Rockshock with the Goron City play. As Xenu said, kind of you're leaving behind the Runia check here, but it is you're just figuring that is late enough in the seat that you're likely not gonna have to worry about it. Especially with the medallion layout being what it was, you need Spirit Temple, the Dodongo's Cavern, and Fire Temple, which, you know, Fire Temple is even after Shadow Temple in the logic, so very likely you're not gonna miss out on anything from the Runia's Dance, except maybe the light arrows, which Ganondorf will just straight up tell you. Dodongo's Cavern, foolish. Thank you, Mage.
Right as I was looking it up. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, Mage.
Mage was quicker.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's all she wrote for Foolish. And so Dodongo's Cavern, Zora's River, and Kokiri Forest. Not a bad set of Foolishes, honestly.
Honestly, the only one I like there is River. If you have a medallion DC Foolish, I'd rather complete it because none of the runners have choose. Yeah,
that's the thing though. If you know this hint, and obviously all runners do, it's a Temple of Time.
Yeah.
I probably try to defer the Dodongo's Cavern until you have some amount of bomb shoes so that you can just plow straight through there.
I really love this field play from What the Hell. Field is one of those locations that can really screw you over in any seed. And I think it's a real hallmark of a good runner of knowing when to go and do those shit locations and when not to. Because it's one of those things that can make or break someone. Last location stuff in field because you have better things to do has happened to everyone. So when you have time to do it like this, I think it's a good hallmark of getting it out of the way without necessarily rushing it.
Lakeside lap dive. True, yes, but consider this. Valley Lake.
Okay, that's just throwing.
Says you.
Yeah. I'm also not a fan of this child Goron City, and then we got a hook shot, so, you know, I don't like doing the maze this child, and we get a hook shot out of it, so, cool. The thing is, actually, he's doing it. He's doing Valley Lake. Oh, this is something. Yeah, this is something we don't see every day. The jump / over here as child to get the hammer chest.
Let's see what hammer looks. It's just a Stone of Agony. But yeah, if you see a big chest there, so if the middle chest in the maze is a big chest, it means you can backflip onto there and just jump / over across the row of rocks to get the hammerlock chest as well. Obviously not in logic, but very convenient. And in this case, I mean, J-Bone saw a big chest, so went for it. Ended up not getting rewarded, but that is absolutely something you do at this point. So, J-Bone is extending this down Death Mountain Trail a little bit.
Don't hate it.
Again, you kind of just want to hope or want to see some bomb chews here, but that becomes difficult if you also don't want to pick up too many small chests. Obviously, just in the hopes of finding some bomb chews.
Looks like this valley play is not paying out so far. Can't really see what's in the waterfall here.
Yeah, so Rockchalk is the first one to take Zelda's Lullaby to the royal family's tomb. Nothing in the waterfall, and Shoot the Sun is dead. Yeah, not paying out for what the hell's, not even with a particularly juicy hint here. So what's our song gonna be? It is Son of Time.
Cool.
That's important.
I'm so excited about that.
I just can't hide it.
Yeah, it's just like the best song we could have gotten. New hint on What the Hell side.
Cack to Twin Rover. Kakariko being path? Perish the thoughts!
We got a strength there. Cool, that's sorted.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all we got to say about that.
Yeah, it's sorted. So our missing paths at this point: Shadow Temple to Volvagia and GTG Gerudo Training Ground to Morpha.
Yeah. We still technically haven't confirmed that magic path, but we're like 90% sure it's path.
Yeah, at this point, you have basically all the confirmation you need. Because J-Bone also just showed us Composer Grave Chest and it was nothing. We have seen Dampe digging earlier, so yeah, the magic is going to be a path item.
Alright. I didn't see whether what the hell's peaked the hero's letter. I assume he did. I just didn't see what it was. But I'm going to assume it's nothing because Lake sucks and never has anything.
I mean, he certainly didn't go out of his way to get it.
Yeah. But there's no scale.
And Rockshock is committing to the Dodongo's Cavern play. That's interesting. So he will need to go around the entire loop of Dodongo's Cavern without bomb shoes. And there's the bomb shoes that what the hell's was looking for.
At this point, I was going to say, you're not opening any small chests, and your only hope is getting it on a... GG Center is dead. Cool.
Yeah.
But your only hope is getting it on a check like that, where like it is not in a chest. So, good for what the hell, but I think most runners are going to be doing DC the slow way.
Yeah, GTG Center being dead is useful information to Rockchalk because it means, or to all our runners actually, because it means they need 5 keys at most.
GTG
get the path item out there.
With CCMC, that's the most useless sometimes, and I stand by it.
I don't disagree. Its utility is marginal, but that's why it's a sometimes hint.
Yeah. It was much better sometimes than before we decided, textures are going to be a thing, like, in mainstream racing. It was a lot more powerful back in the day.
That's true.
But yeah, we're just doing Baron DC, we're doing checks we've seen. So I think at this point, we're looking at, I don't know, like, we're actually kind of running low on stuff. As far as like things we can do in Logic.
Yeah, outright in Logic is kind of slim pickings at the moment.
Yeah. I think the Crater song probably really helpful, but we can also.
You might want to think about J-Bone just straight up buying bomb shoes in the bomb shoe shop here to avoid doing the Dodongo's Cavern. That's a really heads-up play.
Yeah,
that is. Thought about that.
Yeah, especially with I feel like we've gotten like 3 gold rupees this seed, so like money hasn't been an issue. So
yep.
we'll see if he picks up, if Wooden Barrel and J-Bone also pick up.
As for items,
I was about to say Outset Fairy. Sorry, I've been playing a lot of Wind Waker, Hyrule Castle Fairy on their way here.
Yeah, I think Hells did that earlier, and J-Bone seems to be on the way there. So, as for checks that are still in Logic, you would start looking seriously, suspiciously at the Skull House at this point.
Yeah.
You're also thinking about Zora's Domain as child.
Yeah.
And I think what else are we looking at?
I think right here. I don't think we've seen, because we've seen. Yeah, we've seen. Yeah, we have not seen Boulder of Destiny on. We've seen the rest of Field apart from Tech Grotto, and it's nothing. It isn't health. Frogs 2 is dead. That's a new.
Frogs 2 also isn't it?
But we knew that because River was barren. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chickens is looking sexy. Adult Lake is looking sexy.
Do not ever speak that cursed sentence in my presence again.
Okay. But yeah, like it's slim pickings right now. I think what the play is going to be, finish up what you're doing here, like Rock Chalk's doing. Head into Crater. We've got Link the Goron on the way. We've got the ferry up there. We've got the hover boots to get the volcano. We've got another song we can get, which can maybe logically give us forest access. 10 skulls is nothing. Oh, I didn't realize that wasn't merged on main branch. In Roman's or branch, when you get an upgrade, it's got a little effect so you can tell the difference between the two.
I think that's still being tested, but it is a really nice.
It's so nice.
Item.
Yeah.
Okay. So what the hell's choosing not to do chickens here? Dying on that hill.
Many runners have died on this hill and will continue to die on this hill.
I mean, it's 7 chickens. You're kind of, yeah. It's a significant time investment for a single check. So you're not doing this until you absolutely feel you have to.
I feel there's also something to be said for when are you coming back to Shildcack, right? Because you don't know when you're going to get storms. There's something to be said for efficiency as well, especially when you're running down to this few checks, but it is still, chickens.
Yep.
But we also got a spicy first check of Fire Temple we could do.
We can. Do we want to? I mean, as you said, it's kind of the you're kind of mopping up single checks here now, and Rock Chalk is actually in one of the more check dense areas at this point, Goron City and up into Crater.
Yeah. There's our other. We found both Hylian shields in the pool today.
Yeah, and he would be much happier, obviously, if he had that hookshot that that J-Bone already has. But he is going to pick that up before having to go into the Crater.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's going to be very happy to find this hookshot, and he knows it's with him getting it here. It fits the route really naturally because it just allows you to continue the Crater loop in the way you would naturally do it.
Yeah. He's going to be like, great timing, moving on.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, we're getting back a Lakens from Barrel. I missed the first one.
Same here, chat's going to help us out.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, we have all the important hints. All we're missing is sometimes hints at this point, and Big Goron. But we have a claim check, so it doesn't super matter.
You can literally just check it along the way.
I really don't care about it.
And it's Shoot the Sun as a second league hit.
Yeah. In fact, I would go as far as say we just don't care about our hints at this point. Because we've got...
Yeah, I think we're done reading them. We have all our path hints. We have the important always hints.
Yeah, we're only missing sometimes hints, and still, like, you're not going to go... Most runners, once they get everything that's not a sometimes hint, they don't keep going for hints.
J-Bone doing a little trick here to get 10 bombs out of that pot instead of 5. By not collecting the bomb that the first pot, or that the pot he just destroyed dropped, going to another loading zone, which respawns the pot, but doesn't despawn the drop bomb, and then destroying the pot again, you can get 10 bombs out of that pot. And also, speaking of that hookshot, was entirely unnecessary because we did have hover boots basically from the beginning. Didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that as well. So it looks like I was wrong when I said, well, what the hell is probably the only person that's going to chew DC. Looks like I was entirely wrong. Rock Chalk's the only person that's going to do full DC on Restream. Well, blame me.
So the Crater song is
Requiem.
Requiem of Forest. Good grief.
Requiem of Spirits. Yo, the sequel drop. Let's go.
Claim check is our second wallet. I guess you're picking that up just because. For the marginal chance that it becomes important in Logic later.
Imagine it does, even with blue fire arrows. Because none of these runners are going to buy a Zora Tunic. So, like, the only chance you're getting that is if that Rito's letter is on KZ and you don't get blue fire arrows and a bow.
Yeah, but as you see on Rockshark's side, he's just not gonna skip it just because.
Yeah, there's really no reason not to.
You're gonna pass by it. Never. Just don't worry about it.
Also, can we talk about how there was nothing in that creator besides Requiem?
Well, you got Requiem, which gives you another song check. Frox 2 still dead, and Rockshark choosing not to hand in the.
Yeah, we'll see if that. Which, you know, I don't mind it. You know, it's a wallet.
It's no worries either way.
Yeah, like you can come back and get it whenever. If you're down to the point where you're doing Paradox Letter, like Seed sucks anyway.
Yes, it does.
But it does really narrow down stuff right now. Like we got Adult Lake, we got the desert, and we got Domain. And first check a Fire Temple. Actually, no. Now we have Child Spirit. We have Child Spirit with that Requiem as well.
Yes, we do. And it's in logic with the Slingshot as well.
Yeah. I think that's where you're headed. You can also reverse to GTG if you want to, which is something that may be on the runners' minds.
I think that's gonna be on the runners' minds a lot because it's just you have so many checks waiting for you there. You know it's a path location, so you're either going to get your Mirror Shield or your second strength from there.
I mean, you still don't have strength 2, you still don't have a bow, so I think there's reason enough to delay it. But yeah, I think they're definitely going to be thinking about it.
Yeah, but if strength is path, you're not going to get. But if that's strengthless path, you're not gonna get your second strength from anywhere else, but GTG. Rockshot picking up Bolero in Adult Sacred Forest Meadow. That probably wasn't the song he was hoping for. Now he's warping to the desert and seeing what the checks there are.
Alright, I'm gonna full screen him when he looks at this.
Cactatrin Rova, wait, what? Oh, for the strength, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I didn't even see what was on the arch.
Yeah, me neither. And there's a fairy bottle.
Oh, wow, Rockshot didn't pick that up.
I had probably the same, he did probably the same as I did, and misidentified that as just a red rupee, but that's important.
Yeah.
That is a bottle that allows you to do Ice Cavern out of logic if you want to, and get another song as well as obviously a bunch of other item checks. Rockshark doesn't seem to be too worried about the archway, so we're not gonna be either.
That also puts King Zora in logic.
Yeah, that's true. So are things hinted as barren or foolish in OOT? You're used to Majora's Mask hint lingo. We use foolish.
If you're old, you use barren.
Yeah. And Graveyard's still on the path to Bongo, we know that much. For the magic. And nothing much in Desert Colossus, but we did get Song of Storms.
Yeah. Which, there's our check density right there, or in logic check density.
For sure.
And yeah, we're seeing that reverse here. Which, you know, I'm not a huge fan of, given our current equipment, but I can totally understand it, and it's super valid.
Yeah, Gerudo Training Ground is path to Morpha, so you're hoping to find another hook shot there. Or your Iron Boots, worst case.
Yeah, I just think without Furores and without a bow, it's a little bit of... It's not juicy enough yet, if that makes any sense. Because, like, think about it from a Path to Morpha perspective, how much would Longshot or Iron Boots really help you in the current moment?
True. We'll see if it pays out for Rockshark. It's a gamble for sure.
Yeah.
So, Calamity in chat asking for clarification for if Baron hints work the same way as Majora's Mask. Not quite. So, in the only way you can still have a major item in a foolish location in OOT is if that it was bomb shoes on the archway. Is the only way you can still have a major item in a foolish location is if it is entirely locked by another copy of that same major item. So, for example, you can find a second bomb bag in a foolish location if it is in a bomb-locked location.
Yeah. So,
and
I think
if that bomb bag that you can find somewhere is path, so it's the only available bomb bag.
Yeah. So I think a better way of phrasing this, sorry to say this, is in Majora's Mask, right? If you have a Keaton mask that leads to like 50 rupees, that Keaton mask is foolish. In OOT, that's not necessarily the case. So if you have something like a sun song, like in Lawmon, that leads to nothing in Sun Song Grave. Lawmon's not foolish because of that. Because that Sun Song is there and it unlocks a check, even if it's a dead check, it's not foolish.
Exactly. So an item can only be in a foolish location if it doesn't lock a single check.
Yeah, even if the checks it unlocks don't lead to progression, which is the main difference between this and Majora's Mask.
And the reason for that is that in general, OOT locations are so much more dense than Majora's Mask. Is Rockchalk going to get paid out for his gamble straight away? Yes, he is, kind of. That's your path to Morpha for sure.
Yeah. Iron Boots really do so much to help him with the rest of the seed right now.
Oh, the biting irony.
He lets him do toilet while he's here if he wants to.
Yay! So TNT Barrel's child model is Ben from Majora's Mask, so the elegy figurine.
Oh, what the hell's getting the wallet though? He's thinking about Paradox Letter.
And poor doggos. But Rockchalk gets another check as a reward.
And it's key.
So how many checks is Rockchalk leaving behind right now? 4 bow locked plus 4 strength 2 locked, right?
Yeah. And probably also toilet it because he's probably not going to do it. As far as rule sets, I think standard has remained unchanged.
Yeah. No major rule set changes, but the tournament itself got a major overhaul in that we are using a draft model now for settings. Qualifiers, you get one major and one minor setting changed by RandoBot from a list of possible settings, and in 1v1 matches, you can pick a major and a minor, and so can your opponent. Which makes for a pretty huge variety in the kinds of seeds we will be seeing in this tournament.
Okay. Oh, there's another bottle. Rockchalk is not owned. Rockchalk got another bottle.
Yep, Rockchalk getting a fish and peeking the maze here. Small key. Yeah, that maze looks empty.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, what the hell's happened is in Forest Temple.
Yeah. This is certainly a play. This is an out of logic stone forest.
That's true. We haven't seen Minuet yet.
Yeah. I'm honestly pretty surprised no one's gone well.
I mean, yeah, as you said, it's your logical check density. I can see why Rock Chalk decided to go for GTG first. It's out of logic, but it is a very check dense location.
Yeah.
And yeah, the maze is empty entirely.
Yeah. But pound for pound, is like I was saying before, if you're coming here without strength 2 and you're coming here without a bow, right? And it's path to Morpho, so you're likely going to get neither of those things. Here, it becomes a less dense place than the well in terms of what you can physically do.
That's true. You're coming here on a hope and a prayer, and it hasn't quite paid out for Rock Chalk. That being said, what the hell is likely in Forest Temple to push skulls, I would say. I don't see him going any further than the courtyard.
Can't wait for those 50 Skullfire arrows to become relevant. If Dins is on Wasteland, that's something else.
That's gonna be cursed. Can we not curse the runners like this? Good grief.
I mean, you're the one who triggered Randobot. You're the one who typed it in the chat. Actually, no, was it Jimbo or you?
It was me.
It was you. Okay, cool. Some health in forests. Not really what we're looking for. But and that's a prelude, so I'm thinking this is a well play.
Yeah, I would agree. So Ventinor in chat is humbly suggesting something truly cursed. And I'm kind of here for it. Fins on hammer chests.
Then what the fuck is in shadow?
Your hammer. You can get to hammer chest without hammer. It's kind of the point of hammer chest.
Oh, yeah, fair. Well, less likely, but yeah.
That's one ugly possibility. I hope that doesn't come to pass, honestly, for the sake of our runners.
Yeah, we got chickens, we got 20 skulls, we got Child Spirit, we got Domain, we got Paradox Letter, and a Dull Lake, and the first Sugar Fire Temple.
And it looks like Rock Chalk is going to check Child Spirit here.
And actually, I think what we also have, I don't think anyone's done it because of the way people route it. I think we also have Trail Storm's Grotto. Because Requiem locked storms, right? So no one's been back there since.
We have all kinds of storm slug checks, yeah.
Ironically enough, 2 of our locations with storm checks have been hit foolish. So that forest play not really paying out for what the hell, unfortunately. But let's see if this Child Spirit play pays out for.
I think what the hell's basically got out of it what he wanted, which is he's at 17 skulls now.
Yeah, that is also valid. Yeah, you would love to see something more, but if 20 skulls has something and he's the first to it, so. Oh!
Wow, that was rude.
Getting absolutely destroyed.
Got absolutely dumpstered off of that bridge there. Wow! And the same on the way back. This bubble has it out for Rock Chalk. Right, Rockchalk is pushing into Child Spirit here. I don't dislike the play. You don't have a second strength. You have no way to get into here as an adult. You probably want to do the child climb. Straight up. I have no idea what number skull that was for Rockchalk, though.
It was somewhere between 1 and 100.
Shocking.
You know what? I'm here all day.
Huge if true.
Yeah. Not enough
What the
people are
hell's
saying.
Snow going child?
Yep. Also, you guys can't see it, but I would like to give a special shout out to What the Hell's for tracking the Stone of Agony on his Limbo tracker. I just noticed that. The real heroes don't wear capes. Alright, we got another small key in Child Climb so we can go deeper. Oh!
No. So we are magic locked in here, but that doesn't really matter, considering we do have it.
Or it just doesn't matter.
It's just a slingshot.
Yeah, never mind. It just doesn't matter what's in there anyway.
But I do have to say, Rockchalk's movement in here is very, very precise.
Yeah.
And a heart piece. He has peeked the chest at the very top of the child climb, so he is done here. Well, what the hell's is making his way into Child Spirit and is going to make that second climb very soon. Wooden Barrel is following up on that GTG path hint and probably going to be disappointed once he picks up those iron boots. And J-Bone is pushing into the well.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at what he's going to find soon.
Also, what do you mean ripped slingshot path? That's a slingshot lock slingshot to our knowledge at this point.
But it's true. You do need a projectile, slingshot or boomerang to make it across that bridge in Child Spirit to get that key. Out of logic, you can do it with a bomb shoot, but you know.
Oh, wow.
Saved by the bell.
Yeah. Top 10 90 sitcoms.
Rockchalk letting go of that fish. Is he taking that bottle?
He's getting bugs, if I were to guess.
Ah. Pushing skulls.
Yeah, because what else are you going to use an empty bottle for, child?
Well, to store your emotional support fish, obviously.
Yeah. Well, he just, like, got rid of it, so... Yeah. Such a good emote.
It is.
Alright. Okay, so he's at 15. So yeah, he's Rockchalk's gonna be at 20 after because this is his first trip to Nightcack. So this is gonna give him 20 right here.
All right.
Also, our first look at the well on J-Bone's side.
Let's see what we get. This is, in logic, the densest location that J-Bone could be at the moment.
And is in all likelihood where the game wants us to be.
Junk.
We're seeing chickens on what the hell side. I would just like to point that out. Oh.
Oh, that was just my internet being a bit wonky. I see.
You good? You good, Tobias?
I'm back.
Okay, cool. And this is gonna be our first look at 20 from Rock Chalk. Cocaine Sword! That's an open Deku. Never mind, I'm not excited anymore.
We have open Deku, but... Yep. Yeah, no, it doesn't even put anything in logic.
See, it's completely irrelevant. Sorry, I'm used to close Deku.
Okay, I dig it. I was likewise pretty excited for a moment, but then...
Yeah, we're used to getting excited for that item. Just like to let everyone know that normally we get excited for that item.
I would say, well, yeah, this isn't the normal day. I was gonna say pretty slim pickings for J-Bone in the well so far, but there is Din's Fire. We're a long shot or a bow away from being able to straight up complete Shadow Temple.
We have choose. They're gonna do out of logic.
True that. Also happy 1 hour.
Yeah.
Which also means
on chickens.
What was on chickens? I couldn't hear a thing of what you just said.
Light arrows.
LOL.
Yeah.
Required friggin' chickens.
Okay, how many people are gonna get? You'll never find my light arrows in Kakariko Village. How many people in this? How many people we got in this race?
All of them except what the hell's happened.
We got 57 people in this race. I'm gonna say at least 30 get the light arrow.
J-Bone kind of got murdered by Dead Hand there, so... And he doesn't have any sticks. So he can't get the Dead Hand check at the moment. Oh, another big chest with a like.
You love to see it.
He is going to pick up that health refill. Kind of everyone is converging in the well at the moment.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's a big stabby. It's a second useless sword.
Wow. So there was nothing in that well.
No.
Wow.
Well, it's fire.
Yeah, Dins. I forgot there was Dins.
Dins is kind of a thing. Also,
yeah.
Rock Chalk is going to show us a check that J-Bone wasn't able to show us because he only had one stick, and that is Dead Hand.
I want to say that Jay knows it's logically a key, because I don't think we saw the third one. Or no, it's not. Never mind. We did see the third one.
Never mind. Is this your bow? Is this just a cursed way? This logic.
Rudos.
No. Oh God.
That's so bad for. Also, wait.
I mean, it's a stone dungeon. You don't particularly need it unless you want to be in Jabu for some reason. But yeah, that's spicy. So J-Bone leaving that behind, really not good for him.
Yeah. we'll see how relevant it becomes. Because, you know, knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't happen, but there's still the random ass chance that this is wait, no, sorry. Burning Cackle, sorry, never mind, this can't be AD.
Can I also just point out the cojones on J-Bone walking into Shadow Temple without a bow, without a long shot, and with 2 chews?
This, you know what? I don't mind that at all. I think the setup is actually really free, but I know some people struggle with it.
I do yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to say who's in the lead. I would say that Barrel is definitely not. Is the easier thing to say.
Yeah, Barrel make the choice to do a more thorough adult 1 than the other runners, and that's basically just the time that he's missing at the moment. Otherwise, he's very much keeping up on execution and progression here.
We are also going to be getting our hammer here in some spot. I guess that actually at this point it still can be a bow in a weird way. Oh, big chest in the hoverbridge chest. Okay, that is not our path. That's not our path item. I almost alright, but yeah, still got a lot of shadow to do. See, I don't know if you feel this way, Tobias, but I feel like I've been playing this game for so long. When custom models came out, I just couldn't go with it. I was too used to using Link for my visual cues and stuff. Like, it was not worth it to try to relearn everything on a new model.
I'm a beginner runner, so yes, I definitely also rely on Link's default model for visual cues. So yeah, that's a nope for me, bruh. Also, we're slightly late on this, but thank you to everyone who's making this restream possible today.
Yeah.
Obviously, follow our runners. Wooden Barrel, What the Hell's Happened, J-Bone, and Rock Chalk. All of them have been in the OoTR community for ages and are top-notch people. So yeah, absolutely give them a follow. See what they do. Some of them stream for a living, so yeah. Check out their what they have to offer. Also, thank you to my co-commentator Xenu.
Yeah, that's me.
Thank you. That's you.
Yeah.
And thank you to our trackers, Carliana, Tomaltak, Melqui, and The Mage Lives.
And thank you to Tobias for not only commenting this with me, but also restreaming it, I think.
Just restreaming a call at 4 a.m. No big deal.
Quote, I have to get up anyway, I'm just getting up a little earlier.
A little earlier in this case is 3 hours, just saying.
Okay.
But yeah, that is my choice and I made it. Yeah, so J-Bone is progressing into Shadow Temple. Again, with a... I can't get that set up consistent enough that 2 chews would be enough. I assume that J-Bone can, otherwise he wouldn't be doing this.
I eyeball it, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, but you're you.
Yeah, I am me. I also haven't done that in literally months, so I'm bragging about something that hasn't come up for me in literally months.
So Wooden Barrel is going to be the second person on Restream to find those light arrows on chickens.
Yeah. Which, surprising. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Barrel's a chicken hater, I want to say.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised here.
Like, not not Kuiper levels, but I think he's well in the chicken's hate camp.
So I have this assumption that he is doing chickens because he knows his is a long adult 1 put him slightly behind, and he wants to make a play to make up for it. And boy, is that gonna pay out for him.
Alright. Still nothing that we particularly care about in this shadow.
Yeah.
But we know there's a hammer or something leading the hammer or something required to be Villagi in here somewhere. Maybe a bow, maybe something that leads to hammer, but I think it can only be those two things.
A bow would be kind of annoying because that would also mean, hey, go deeper into Forest Temple to find your hammer, maybe? Friendo? You up for that?
Yeah. It also, yeah. It also wouldn't be. It also wouldn't be an unwelcome sight because I believe, correct me if I'm wrong. Rockshock Soul never got shoes, so he's coming in here, and he's going to just open the block and hope to come back. So if a bow is in here, I don't think it'd be something he says no to.
Absolutely not. No. Speaking of big chests.
Yeah, this could be it right here.
That's fire arrows.
That is logically irrelevant.
Well, it gives you access to King Zora.
Yeah,
you have that with a bottle anyway.
Yeah. Once you find Ruto's letter, the logical relevance of blue fire arrows is nothing.
It's convenient though.
It is. But we need a bow to shoot them.
True. That is certainly a thing.
Yeah. J-Bone also just flying through this shadow. Really good execution from him.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, these are not ice arrows today. Blue fire arrows is a minor setting that was activated today. So blue fire arrows, as the name suggests, repurposes the ice arrows to produce a blue fire. Gives you the same effect as pouring blue fire out of a bottle. Which means these arrows can also be used to destroy explodable walls.
Yeah. I don't believe that setting is on though. Well, not the setting. Sorry, that logic is on. So like, if you find blue fire arrows and you go into DC with them, that's out of logic.
That's true, but it's still nice that you're able to do it if you want to.
Oh, absolutely.
Jay is collecting up skulls still.
Yeah.
What the hell's obviously done with that?
Yeah. Just gonna get a Kokiri sword for their troubles. As Barrel gonna get his Dins here, and followed by his Rutos. Now, blue fire hookshot. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with pylons.
What?
It's spec suggesting a blue fire hookshot. Now I think this is what we need.
That's sure. Let's go with sure. Smile and wave.
There have been worse poll suggestions. Her
Alright, so J-Bone, I think, is going to pull that block. He's just out of an abundance of caution, so to say.
Still haven't found, like...
He has not pulled that block.
He's that confident.
He is that confident. Amazing.
Yeah, we're right.
Logically, that bow could very well just be in the boss key chest or with the manager in Shadow Temple here. That is 100% possible.
Also, we're down to very few checks where our path to vault item can be. We are down to the back hallway and Bongo himself. One of the chests in the back hallway is going to be our last small key as well. So only 3 items left in here. Alright. I imagine Jay's gonna get the checks first before he attempts the shoes.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Because still can be a bow. Still can be a bow.
And that just that would take a load off his shoulders for sure.
Yeah.
Because despite the fact he may be competent at this setup, not having to do it always preferable.
He didn't even peek him. He's just getting it. Just going for it.
Getting that health refill, never a bad thing. At the back of Shadow Temple. And the final small key is here, so the manager has an item.
Yeah, so it's manager or it's Bongo for our
path to Volvagia, yeah.
Yeah. Nice quick spin. I'm always jealous of people who can quick spin consistently because I can't.
Same here. And manager has nothing.
Yeah, which means Bong.
So, one thing that the runners know for sure at this point is that they have missed a bow that's somewhere logical before here.
It could also be our long shot to be available.
True. But one of the two.
Yeah.
And it's obviously they're wondering where that's going to be, but it's kind of knowing something like this will also give you a not bad amount of information.
Let's see how
statue, that does look good. Nails it on the first try.
Yep. Very confident in that setup.
What a gamer.
Yep. So he's gonna be able to get his hammer here, which we actually, if Bongo is a bow, that's the funniest timeline, because that means our long shot's just out there.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, that kind of can happen.
Yeah, that can happen. That is not very likely. It's not very likely, but as far as I'm aware right now, given our current logic and our current item set, the only 2 items, or items that what is on Bongo can lead to, are a bow or the hammer itself.
Or maybe a boomerang for that bow in deep Jabu for the hammer.
Yeah, bow on Baronade.
No, for that hammer on Phantom Ganon.
Oh,
that's the worst timeline, but you know what? Like this is where Occam's Razor comes in, because I've been talking on another channel on commentary with Vidya James on this, and he basically said, like, most often the easiest solution or the easiest answer to a question is probably the correct one. And in this case, it means, yes, obviously the randomizer can give you an utterly cursed path of items to follow. But in the most cases, it's not gonna. It's just, it's not. So let's see. Is this going to be a bow? Is this going to be a hammer? Is this going to be something else entirely?
Mirror
It has
shield.
to be some major item. And it is a...
It's a long
Long
shot.
shots?
It's a long
What
shot.
in the...
Okay, that's
Okay.
interesting.
I did not expect that. But that does confirm that we have a bow somewhere out there.
There's a bow somewhere. There's a bow somewhere. Adult Lake, Ice is looking good. Also, completely irrelevant, but our fire arrows are available logically right now. We've ticked over the 50 skull mark.
Yay! So, Gerudo Training Ground, what we have done of it so far is now in logic.
No, it's not. That long shot's out of logic.
We're going to assume there's a bow somewhere before here.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to assume we just all walked straight past it, honestly.
About that Occam's razor thing we were just talking about, right? But what if the bow was in Majora's Mask and we had to go get it? It's gonna be
a very weird OoTR seed.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't have that many logical checks available to us, and they're all kind of in really bad locations. Our densest area is ice right now. Ice/fountain. But long shot path to Bavaji is interesting because
indeed
doesn't mean a whole lot.
It means your hammer or something leading to it is on Morpha, straight up.
Right, but yeah.
It's also not on Tektite Grotto.
Where's
that logic?
Do we know if horses and ice? Actually, what was it? What song was that minuet?
Bolero.
Bolero? Okay.
So at this point, we're missing Epona, Sarias, which we know where it is. We know so Saria is in Burning Cack.
It's a 50.
Serenade of Water is on OT. Epona can be in ice, or Minuet can be in ice.
Yeah. So it's a 50-50. But if Epona's is in ice, then yeah, we're that would give us like natural fortress access.
Yeah, the other song will be on Prelude, so in Temple of Time with Forest Medallion.
Yeah, which would require beating Spirit Temple, which we still don't have our Strength 2 or our Mirror Shield.
I would also like to point out Wooden Barrel's model here. His Bigoron sword of the Pepsi Man Bigoron sword is just straight up a Pepsi vending machine. This model is a work of art, and I will brook no argument on the matter. So, Rockchalk is about to be very sad.
He left and got the shoes, so he's fine.
Oh, did he?
Like, yeah. So he pulled the block before the boat and just went and bought shoes off of the bomb shoe salesman and then came back.
I see. So I missed that.
Yeah. So it is time loss. He's not gonna be able to do this in one go like Jay and what the hell did, but like he is gonna get it done.
That looks good.
I feel
following up on that long shot, obviously, but do you do Adult Lake before that? Probably not, right?
No, you do it after.
You just hope for an early boss key in Water Temple and just go straight to Morpha, I think.
I think honestly, with that path long shot, the hover trick isn't in logic for BK. At least I don't believe it is. It may be. My logic's a little spotty. I haven't thought about this in a while, but like, I think long shot is logically required to get BK, if I'm remembering correctly. It's not.
BK check, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So the hover trick is absolutely not in logic. I mean the backflip here.
Yeah. Yeah, so it can be either one of those. Which, for those who aren't aware, the way water key logic works is the vanilla BK chest, the vanilla longshot chest, and the river chest are disproportionately likely to be items because only one small key can be amongst those three. So we're going to be seeing a lot of keys here. We don't have key rings today, so water sucks like it usually does. What medallion is this? This is going to get us lax. So this could also be lax. Could be our hammer. Light arrow cutscene, the vanilla way of getting the light arrows, which is a Temple of Time check in the randomizer. There's our boss key. I think you still go after this. You at least check out BK. Oh, okay. Now this is not long shot lock, but this may still be important. Yeah, that's important. Yeah. I think Tobias's internet went out again.
It did not. I just muted my mic for a bit.
Okay. Yeah, but strength 2 here in water. Again, out of logic, that is still locked behind. Actually, no, that may be in logic. If opponents is an ice, that's just in logic. So I'm going to operate on that assumption, but it is a 50-50. It also gives us our one of our two items that is in the outer, or what I'll refer to as the outer part of water that is not the three checks that I mentioned that are disproportionately items.
Okay. Okay, so J-Bone is out of here. Wait, how did he... Oh, hover boots.
Yeah. That's going to be a second key, so I imagine we're going to see BK here. Scum it if it's nothing.
Yeah, and then you gotta go for the Dark Link loop, I think. If you can.
Yeah.
Just, again.
He's being thorough here, and I don't blame him for it.
With as few checks that are left in logic, you're kind of gonna want to pick off what you have. Saving here, grabbing the boss key check. Yep, that also looks good on Barrel's side for the Bombchu setup. That's 4 out of 4 Bombchus setups successful here in Shadow Temple, and boss key is a small key. We'll reset in.
Yeah, so now we know that Dark Link and River are both items.
What is Link doing here? Good grief. Oh yeah, right. Heads up play or heads up. Choice for Rock Chalk here would have been to hookshot the Beehive. Beehives drop a 20 rupee piece, like a red rupee, but sometimes it just drops out of the world.
Yeah, I'm a good friend of Real Rob, the guy who developed Beehive Shuffle, and I think when we were testing it, it's something like 20 or 30% of the time they drop red rupee, and most of the time they don't. Drop.
All right, that's bongo number 4.
As well as more for number 1.
More for number 1, exactly.
Hmm.
Insert Mambo number 5 reference here. Thank you. That's done.
Yeah. You think Lou Bega knocked it out of the park with Mambo number 1? No, but he kept at it. Not a BoJack fan?
Nah, not really.
Alright, that's a key.
What the? Okay. Morpha is a key.
Yeah, so...
We do want to go to Darkly. Huh?
This just means the hammer's on max. At least that's my opinion.
So, what you're saying is that J-Bone will not return for Darklink and River Chest, despite both of them being items.
If he was going to do that, he would have done it before he fought Morpha.
Makes sense. Shooting the sun is nothing, we know that much. So, Jay is going to do adult fishing before anything else. Which I don't think we've seen yet.
We have not. We haven't seen this or Lab, which is 2 of our in-logic checks. So this is a hot spot for our bow right now.
Can't exactly do top of lab. I don't think they've set up Scarecrow, right?
Oh, yeah, they can't.
Free Scarecrow is a minor setting.
Yeah. It should just be
not
on.
on today.
It should just be on. It should just be on. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say it. I don't
care. You to say.
Yeah, it is. It is. I've talked with some people about this, and I think the logic behind of why it's not on a main setting is not great. But that's a discussion for another time. And there's the bow. Oh, see?
What?
There's the bow. There's the logic.
There's your logic.
There's the logic.
It's available super early as well. That hookshot was in. That first hookshot was where?
The first hookshot was like super free, right? It was Goron City Maze. It was the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to mention the fact that it's been in Logic before that. It's by the thing that locked it. So as soon as we got the bomb bag in Deku, that's been available. Because you can plant the bean.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, I should add the Shadow Temple to Volvagia being long shot, just because.
Yeah. We're seeing Rock Chalk go a little further in here. What the hell is also going to get their bow here, which is going to be super nice. And J-Bone taking that bow into Spirit, or rather that strength too. I'm not sure if the bow had much of a factor. And there's our other outer item, so rest of water is keys.
No more keys left. No more items left in water.
Yeah, well, we know they're on Dark Lincoln River.
I see. J-Bone is now pushing Spirit Temple without the mirror shield.
I don't hate
Again,
it.
I don't dislike the play. It's an option.
Yeah, it's super dense. I think Mirror Shield the Spirit is one of the better plays you can make when it comes to doing items without the item you want for it, right? Because there's not a lot that you're actually missing out on.
Especially considering like where you are.
Mm-hmm.
If you just safe quit out of here and reverse back to GTG, you can now get 7 more checks.
Yeah.
With the items you now have in hand.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely playing into the decision.
Yeah. You're hoping to just find the mirror shield along the way, but if you don't, GTG is not bad and not that far out of the way.
Oh yeah, Pix is correct because of the key on Morpha. Dark Link and River are long shot locked.
Wonka.
So maybe our hammer there. I'm still going for lax. I'm feeling lax.
But didn't J-Bone warp to Temple of Time after finding that bow?
I thought he warped straight here. Lax was double magic? Alright, never mind then. Then it is Darklink River.
Welp.
Welp.
The advantage is J-Bone knows that.
Yeah. Also, it may be just Iron Boots in general. If Minuet is in ice. Because then long shot is needed for spirit access. Or fortress access. So if Minuet is in ice, then it could be just the strength 2. And that's it. Which I think might be what J-Bone is thinking here. And another really clean morph play from Rock Chalk there.
Yep. Didn't quite get the door pull, but that was certainly certainly quick. J-Bone already at the top of the adult climb.
Yeah, I think he routed this differently though. I don't think he went towards Mirror Shield just. I think he's doing this first.
Yeah, that's true.
And it is a big chest.
Big chest, hello. What are you? LOL.
Yeah. See, told you, it's a great play.
I don't hate the play, is what I said. And
it's great, it is legitimately a good play.
Yeah, so he chooses to... No, he's not choosing to go back down here. Just, I think he's too far gone gambling.
No, what he's going to do is he's going to lower and he's probably going to loop back around and then hook shot back up. Or kill Roba and come back in. You don't leave these many checks behind.
I mean, he does have long shot, yeah.
Yeah. Because climbing, you're not going to climb back up here, but I think what he's going to do is he's just going to lower the platform and then.
I mean, he knows that there's a path item waiting for him in I don't think he's going to come back. He knows his fire path item at this point is in Darklink Loop.
Well, no, not necessarily, right? Because, like I was saying before, if Minuet is an ice, then the long shot can be just for Fortress access. And because Strength 2 was where it was Irons locked, right? That would make this all Irons locked if that's a path Strength, which we know it is because we've got a path Strength in CAC, right? So
I don't follow the logic here.
So
Minuet, if Minuet is in ice, you know Epona is
and we know Epona's is on Prelude, right? And Prelude is locked behind Spirit, and the Strength was in Water, which is Irons locked, which the Irons were in GTG, which would then Yeah, so like the paths change dramatically depending on what song is in ice.
Since we don't know, you're gonna play it safe.
Yeah. Yeah, but as the path could just be simple GTG access, and I would chalk Strength 2 up as path any day of the week. This could be our hammer right here.
Right here.
That's another bow.
Bow. Is that a bow lock bow?
I think so. Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's a long shot lock at this point.
Oh yeah. Small key, by the way, in Water Temple, bow locked.
Yeah.
So Darklink Looped is bow locked as well. What the Hells also did not do Darklink and River. Welcome in, Flash and friends. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good stream. Good grief. This is a bit of a logical spaghetti that we have at this point. So if you look at our path hints, you will see that we have a path longshot to Volvagia from Shadow Temple on Bongo. None of our runners had a bow when we got to Bongo. They all did the bomb shoot trick to get there, and went from there. The bow ended up being on adult fishing, and at this point we're kind of still unraveling the logical puzzle. We know that there is a longshot locked item either in Water Temple or here in Spirit, which is most likely going to be our path to Volvagia. It's going to be, I mean, ideally it's going to be our hammer.
I mean, we've seen everything in here besides Rova, and as far as I'm aware, we haven't seen anything super pathy.
Yep.
The bow is bow lock. That scale exists, but like we got, still don't know what was on Rudo's letter spot. So like, maybe. I didn't catch it when we were in Child Lake. So, but diving in the lab is dead, so we don't need two of them at least. But that scale on Mirror Shield chest is the only thing here that I think is logically relevant. Everything else here was a double of something or just not needed. So very interested to see what's on Rova here. Because the Mirror Shield obviously leads to... It's weird because it's still Strength 2 locked, right? So like, the Mirror Shield's relevancy is kind of nothing because Rova's already on that path if we're following our logic correctly.
Yeah.
Also, I think Wooden Barrel's giving us our first look at the Darklink loop.
Excellent. So we're gonna put that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
That might actually allow him to catch up a fair bit of time if
Yeah.
that ends up being the right
Yeah,
choice.
if this is Hammer here, it could be huge.
So, context for those who are arriving later to this stream, Wooden Barrel did a slightly more thorough Adult 1, and that lost him a few minutes, because it turns out that everything was just along the way. If you went Child straight after finding your path to Deku, your Deku's path to King Dodongo Hint, and got your bomb back from there. So that's what he's working to catch up. Otherwise, yeah, he's doing excellent execution and on his routing here. And this might just be the break he needs to find those missing minutes.
Also, on top of this, assuming Minuet is an ice, all the bow lock checks in GTG, all the silver lock checks in GTG, they all fall under the same
junk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big chest on Dark Link, and there is his
the third bow. That's
is that helpful? I don't know if that's helpful.
I mean, it's his first bow.
Sure, but it's not like it's not gonna give us.
Doesn't have to do with adult fishing now. That's about it.
As Nocturne so eloquently put it, Bow Mega Low.
Yes. Also, nothing on Rova, so yeah, I would be heading back to GTG right now.
Is there another picture? That looks very small.
Yeah. I think he's doing this just to get.
Have we seen Dragon Chest?
We saw it on Rockshock's side.
I see.
I think with the way Barrel's routed this, he knows it's his last item.
Yep. All right. Junk.
So yeah. So I think. So. Given what we've gotten, we've got to get back into GTG. We got to get back into GTG.
And there's Epona's song on Prelude.
Yeah.
So yeah, Minuet is in ice.
Yeah, and So our path to. So now you especially want to go back, because now you can also do HBA. That's all long shot locked. All of GTG is long shot locked.
Yeah, you just
your hammer is somewhere in that general area, and there we go. We're seeing J-Bone reverse over there as well. Having a little trouble. Yeah. Yeah. So I believe he's reading the logic correctly there, and that would put him in glow, and we obviously know where. Whatchamacallit, lights are. He will have to do chickens. But yeah, the hammer's got it. Hammer or something leading to it is a GTG. Or I guess GTG or Fortress, it could also be HBA.
Well, let's see where it is. GTG definitely a hot candidate right now. It's where all the paths kind of seem to lead. I am interested to see what the game actually wanted you to do here. Like, what was the order that the game wanted you to follow these to take through this seed? Because obviously, all of our runners did Shadow Temple out of logic, or beat Shadow Temple out of logic, I should say. With the Din's Fire they got from GTG.
I mean, not all that much has changed. Also, Dins was in well, not GTG.
Oh, sorry. You're right, yeah.
Not all that much changes logically. It's just you do Adult Lake, and then everything just gets put in the logic, and you don't reverse. You go over on Epona after you beat Spirit, or you go over with Long Shot. Yeah, hammer on horse archery is a big possibility. The rest of GTG are pretty much our only like directly long shot locked locations. So Jay is definitely going to be in glow mode here by the end of this. I would be shocked if he wasn't.
Yeah, it would be kind of surprising.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, both the Dark Link one and the Spirit Hallway one are logically bow locked. So that is a path bow on adult fishing.
We're just never getting a hint for it.
Yeah, and there it is. Yeah,
there's a hammer.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
go mode.
Yeah. And Greg, let's go.
Greg, wow.
What a way to top it off. All right.
So glow mode is basically go mode in OT Randomizer because Ganondorf will tell you straight up. Ganondorf will tell you straight up where the light arrows are. So yeah, J-Bone can now make it to Ganondorf. He has all the items he needs to get that last medallion, get the Rainbow Bridge spawned, and get his light arrow hint from Ganondorf. Then he's gonna be sad for a while because he's gonna need to do chickens.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get over it and finish the seed in what, maybe 20 minutes, 25.
And honestly, the majority of the racers in this race are gonna be getting that hint. I think the vast minority of them are gonna be.
Yeah, and that is another. By the way, that is another time, just straight up time gain that Wooden Barrel has going for him. Is that he has those light arrows already. He did chickens as a play.
Also, just now realizing Jay never went to adult SFM, so he doesn't have Bolero, so he's hiking over here.
Oh, TNT, you don't get backstabbed for that kind of pun, you get front stabbed.
Yeah. Or side stab. We can stab you in all 360 degrees that we have available to us.
Yeah. And stabbing is a service we offer in a multi-directional way.
Yes. In other dimensions, we offer more than 360 degrees motion of stabbing. But Jay opting to check... This is a big chest. Okay, cool.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's still looking for lights.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's logically irrelevant.
Yeah. I think there's also... He may also be really wanting for roars because he's in glow mode, obviously. Won't save that much time, but, you know, it's definitely something you would prefer to have going into getting the light arrow hint. But let's hope for a quick BK here. So we're getting our first look at Big Pose here in Rockshock. We know it's going to be dead. We are in no mode on stream, so it's going to be a matter of when these guys decide to go back to the desert, which I think Rockshock has figured out his logic there. This is also long shot lock. So
yeah, I mean he is on the way to Gerudo area.
Yeah.
And he has a horse as well, so he's just covering his bases.
Yeah. There's another bomb bag, cool. We haven't found another one since the path one, so that's bomb locked. I'm sure there's reasons for it. I'm too lazy to look into them now. But yeah, he's heading over there, so he's probably gonna be our second person to actually no! What the hell is reversing there right now? This is gonna be close. Gonna be converging, but Jay definitely in the lead for restream. There was a bomb back and forest on what the hell side? Oh, I missed that.
It was. Alright, now J-Bone is just hoping, praying for an early boss key, and not to have to go all the way to highest score on our hammer chest.
Yeah. And even if it's not, this is one of those situations where I think the majority of people are going to have that hammer go mode.
No, yeah, fire is, by definition, your go mode dungeon.
Yeah, so, like, if you have to go this deep, so does everyone else, so you're not losing or gaining any time, except from your own execution.
Yeah, but he has solved the puzzle at this point, and he just wants to be done with the seed, like every other racer does.
Oh, not quite yet. Ooh, what the hell? Opting to go into GGG before doing HBA, that's going to lose him some time.
It's by density, it's an understandable play.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Interestingly, he's only going for bowlock checks. He doesn't care about strength 2 here at all.
Yeah. Well, strength 2 is as long shot locked logically as this, so. But it's not gonna matter. Oh, it looks like he's actually just going back for it. He's just routing it this way.
Yeah, he's peaked the other bowlock checks. That's the second player in glow mode here.
Yeah.
And yeah, with a nice 1690 score.
Yeah, and with him having Bolero, he's actually gonna be. He's not gonna. Oh, there's strength.
Oh, hi! There's strength 3. Yeah, okay, that explains the path strength.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's that. The strengths are definitely path then.
Oh boy, we're gonna climb. We're gonna get to climb Fire Temple. Yay!
I'm so excited for this. This is all I've wanted. It's all I've wanted in life.
Yep. This is what we get up at 3 a.m. for.
Yes. In 2 minutes we're gonna be in the same day, Tobias. That's how long this has been going.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh, 1 minute. We got 1 minute till we're in the same day. We don't know where it is, but it is somewhere. It's somewhere in Fire Temple.
Indeed. And at this point, I would very much like to welcome the United States East Coast, as well as the Canadian East Coast, of course, to Saturday.
Yes. Parts of Canada have been in Saturday for a whole hour. Some an hour and a half.
Nobody cares about Newfoundland.
Okay, you're going to disrespect Newfoundland, but I will not take this Nova Scotia disrespect as well. Or the New Brunswick disrespect. Our good friend Riley is from there.
Fair, actually.
Shout out to Atlantic Canada, by the way. And the Maritime provinces, which I'm still not entirely sure what the difference is.
You say Atlantic Canada, I say imaginary Canada, but that's, you know.
You don't have to recognize.
Anyway, boss key for J-Bone.
Oh, he's got it. Cool. Let's go.
He's got it.
Yeah.
Wooden Barrel is Pepsi Man.
Yeah. Let's see how this quick kill goes. Does he have chews or bombs equipped? So I think he has enough chews to do the chew one. Or no, he didn't buy a whole one.
He spent all his chews in Shadow Temple.
Yeah, no, it was Rock Chalk who got like the fresh pack.
Yeah.
So
he has just enough bombs for the Volvagia quick kill as well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to explain it today just to spoil people's bingo cards, honestly.
But if you're actually curious how we're fighting this night, so the Volvagia that flies around and the Volvagia that's Whack-A-Mole are actually two different Volvagias with separate hitboxes. And if you bomb the hole in the way that Jay did, it damages the flyy one, and they share health. So you're hurting it while it's just like popping up and doing Whack-A-Mole, and then you can just get a bunch of damage in it real quick and kill it like that.
Before it ever actually gets to
fly around again.
Actually gets to fly around, yeah. And that's J-Bone at all 6 medallions. Happy 2 hours as well, by the way.
Also, this was really quick. I'm just not realizing that.
Actually, yeah, surprisingly quick for a season.
It didn't feel quick, but it was quick. I don't know. Like, we didn't have to go into any stones. Well, I guess we had to go in Stone Deku. We had to go in Stone Deku, but
Well,
that's
yeah,
not.
but that was path hinted. That doesn't count.
And yeah, and also I'm not, knock on wood. I'm not saying it's a no hitter going into the 9s, but no one's finished, and Jay is heading to Ganon's.
Well, yeah, but Jay is going to have to do chickens.
Oh right, I forgot about that bit.
Beryl is about to be in glow mode.
Yeah.
Unless he
Rock shot free and go. Let's go.
Chickens is the light arrows. An absolutely required check.
Yeah. Oh, and
there is our first finisher, GG Marco, finishing in first place with a time of 2:01:56. Probably just about the difference between him and J-Bone is just him doing chickens.
I would just like to say we had very classic settings because the blue fire arrows weren't relevant at all, and we had open Deku. This was basically a Season 3 seed. It's very Season 3 to see Marco finish first above everyone else.
I'm not going to dispute that. You are not wrong.
This is a throwback qual.
Look, you know which runners I picked for stream, right?
Yeah. You did pick old school guys.
Alright, yeah, that's Wooden Barrel in possession of his hammer and now on the way to Fire Temple. Like J-Bone, he never actually went adult SFM and thus doesn't have Bolero, so he's hiking. Barrel, on the other hand, did not get Greg because... did not get Greg, the Green Rupee of Eternal Glory, because he did not quite make HBA 1500. Yeah, J-Bone, the first on restream to make it to the Ganondorf fight, but unfortunately, we'll have to take a little detour.
I think he did 20, right? He has a carry sword.
He has the Kokiri sword. He did
Yes.
20. He's gonna be
So-
fine. He knows
so
it's chickens.
He knows it's chickens, yeah. Where was Bo? Well, we found all three, but the logical one is on adult fishing.
Yep. The other ones are on Darklink and on Shadow Hallway right side.
Yeah. Which were both bow locked.
Spirit Hallway right side, sorry.
Yeah. They're on chickens. They are on chickens.
Which I think it is unfortunate that J-Bone is in adult CAC. He does have Prelude.
I mean, if he has adult CAC checks, because I think he's got adult shooting still, yeah. It saves an age change. If it's adult shooting, he saves time.
I mean, he has to do age change anyway.
Yeah, but like, it's if these are his last two checks because he's done 20, right? So like,
there.
If you can save chickens, you can save chickens. You're doing adult shooting over chickens every single day of the week.
You have a point on that. Alright.
Rockshock also going to get, although I believe Rockshock did do adult shooting, so he will probably go straight child.
And now time for J-Bone to walk out of here and immediately Prelude, go child, and... Oh, I don't think he has actually checked 20 yet.
Oh, maybe he hasn't.
He might not have collected the canonical 20th skull and is about to do that.
Yeah, also looks like what the hell's happened is like just bumped himself into first place on Restream.
Yeah, he's plowing through that Volvagia fight and now has light arrows and is on the way to Ganondorf.
Yeah,
He's going to be the first on Restream to finish.
Yeah, gonna be the first on Restream. Yeah, this is as classic as it gets. First couple finishers, what the hell, Marco? Bono's not even in this race, but somehow he's gonna finish third.
Just gotta pop in here. It's just gonna pop into S7 chat.
I've been asyncing this the whole time, by the way. I don't think he's played a season in like 3 years, but like.
Yeah, but his spidey sense must be tingling right now.
Is that ATZ's music?
If you smell, I can't do that. I can't disrespect the rock like that. No.
Yeah.
And it's just turned daytime for J-Bone, and J-Bone is at 16 skulls.
Yeah, JJ is committed to not doing chickens, which is, I think when you need this many skulls, I think it's worst case scenario, you know, I don't, oh wait, no, he already got the Nightcock skulls, so no, he can't just collect them after chickens.
Yep.
Oh, we got a second place finish. Floosh, 208.04.
From the French contingent. GG's.
Yes. Wow, it really is. It really is Season 3. Marco finishing 10 minutes ahead of everyone else. And Sea Falcon finishing third place, 208.13.
There goes Bobby.
Yeah.
Here's what the hell's happened. Making his way to Ganon's boss door with the light arrows in hand.
Yes.
While J-Bone collecting his last few skulls, I understand the commitment to not doing chickens. It's Unfortunate, though.
Yeah.
Losing a good few minutes here to collecting skulls and checking that over chickens.
And Mr. Mario, 209.33. And there's he gets
now
the
J-Bone
news.
has accepted his fate. Is playing Prelude.
Thank you for the raid, Bobby. GG's.
GG's. What up? Somebody nerf Marco. Okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. That's what we're saying, Bobby. This is a throwback race. Marco finishing 10 minutes ahead of everyone else. The settings basically being S3.
And GG's to Exodus finishing in 5th place with 2:10.27. No race sold. There are about 50 runners in this qualifier, so obviously we can't put everyone on restream. So
Yeah.
I just went ahead and picked 4 of them. Obviously we try to feature a wide variety of runners. We try to pick different runners each restream. But yeah, we can't restream them all.
Yeah, there were a total of 57 people in this race, to be exact.
Thank you. And I guess I'm not the only German up for this qual. GG's to Zavi finishing in 6th place at 2:11.17.
There's light
There's
arrows.
a light arrows for Rock Chalk. J-Bone close behind. And what the hell's in the second phase of Ganon? This qualifier race is one of 20. You collect points in qualifier races. You have to do at least 5 and up to 8 to count towards your qualifier score. Of those, the second to fifth race, count towards your qualifier score. And the top 64 qualify for the OoT Randomizer main tournament. That's going to start basically right after New Year's. GG's to What the Hell's finishing first on Restream with a time of 2:12 and 15 seconds. And the second 64, places 65 to 128, qualify for Challenge Cup, a tournament organized by the Silver Gauntlets, a sister channel. So yeah, of those 57, how many qualify? I can't tell you because it's just one of 20 races, but there is plenty of spots available to make it to tournaments. In fact, if you feel like joining, there are 12 qualifiers still to be held. So absolutely feasible to still make your 5 minimum qualifiers.
Yeah. We'll also see, I don't know if we can get What the Hell's in here for an interview, but we would love to have him if he's available.
Absolutely, I'm gonna ping him. Probably might need to use the facilities.
Alright.
Okay,
Well,
What the Hell's is not gonna be join us. He has to wake up early tomorrow.
Alright, so no interview for What the Hell's, but we are I know Rockchalk it's only 10 p.m. for him, so he'll be fine to join. But entering second person into the door fight, well, I guess the fight itself rather than just the hand. So yeah, second person into the door fight. Yo, same Rays.
That's it from What the Hell's a Stream. And thanks for the raid, Zinni. Welcome in. Rockchalk is now done with the Ganondorf fight. Will be the second to finish on Restream unless something goes catastrophically wrong. In about another minute and a half. And GG's to Kawari, who's finishing in 9th place with a time of 2:50.47. Will Rockchalk still make top 10?
Hopefully. We'll see if the floodgates start opening here, but they haven't really opened yet, so. Yo, GG saying.
GG's and oh boy, is that Wooden Barrel and J-Bone basically entering the Ganondorf fight on the same frickin' frame? We're gonna have a photo finish between these two. Hit, I think, for Rockchalk.
Yep.
And there it is. That's Ganon down for Rockchalk. And GG's to Rockchalk, rounding out the top 10 with a time of 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 28 seconds.
Yeah. It's going to be really solid finishes for all of these guys.
And yeah, Wooden Barrel and J-Bone still on a photo finish course, fighting Ganon here. Wooden Barrel maybe 5 seconds ahead. This is basically one missed hit from flipping around.
Alright. I've been counting hits, so.
And Rockchalk will join us for an interview.
Yeah. Alright, looks like Wooden is gonna win that photo finish race.
GG's to J-Bone, finishing with a time of 2:19.18 seconds. Oh.
Oh, he got sniped by E. Cola in between. Oh my goodness.
Oh no! And Czech Race has actually finished with a time of 2:19:03. We have missed a few finishes here. And welcome in Rock Chalk. GG's.
Not Rock Chalk. Sorry to disappoint
Not
you.
Rock Chalk. How dare you, J-Bone? GG's though.
Yeah,
I'm
GG.
so mad at myself.
I mean, I'm assuming chickens.
No, I always do chickens and quills. Always. And then I
Yeah.
jump into well, I'm like, shit, I forgot chickens. Well,
Yeah.
whatever. It's fine. It's one time.
Yeah.
I should have got second in this qual.
It happens. I mean, the finish is nothing to scoff at. You're going to get plenty of points.
No, it's
from
plenty
this.
of points. I'm not mad about that, but
Yeah.
I should have been better.
Yeah. But we were talking. This race has a bit of an old school feel to it with the way the settings were. It was essentially base settings for the most part. Yeah, with Open Deku. And it felt very season 3, and it's a very season 3 thing to see Marco finish 10 minutes ahead of everyone else.
I mean, I finished right behind him if I do chickens, literally a minute or two behind him.
Yeah, but the seed's logic was once you figured out, like, you know, all of you did Bongo out of logic, which I don't think surprises anyone.
No.
But once you figured that out and you follow that long shot path and like you realize, like, you get the opponents, like, it becomes super obvious where Hammer is. Like,
oh yeah. Anyone else died dead hand?
No. You want to know what was on Dead Hand?
What's on Dead Hand?
Rudo's letter.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I said if it's in Jabu light arrows, I am just fucked at this point because it's anywhere.
Yeah, and welcome in Rock Chalk.
Hey, GG's.
GG's.
Rock Chalk.
GG's.
Okay, I gotta ask one question real quick.
What you got?
Did anyone find FW?
No.
No one on Restream, no.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But
that end game of having to go back to CAC to get my light arrows on chickens was awful.
Well, and did you farm 20 skulls first like I did?
Yeah, I got 20 when I went to the well, yeah.
So I
had 20 pretty early.
See,
but,
I always do chickens with bottom of the well, and I was telling them this in quals.
Yeah.
Not in like 1v1s. And I was thinking about the logic, trying to figure out where the hell the freaking bow and put shit in logic was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not bow, I guess, just figuring out where the logic was at that point. And I jumped in the bottom of the well, and when I was in there, I said, fuck, I didn't do chickens.
Yeah.
Marco finished when I was getting the light arrow hint. If I had done chickens then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing chickens before the well, but I was like, it's 7 chickens. I don't want to do that.
I mean, my thought is it's quals. Like, it's
No, I know.
It's a couple points to do it, and it can cost you, 100 in my case. So
Yeah. I mean, it's not the end of the world for me.
no, it's still a fine
decent
score.
amount of points, but
Yeah.
guess
But
we'll
yeah,
have time.
Did you find the logical bow? I mean,
No,
I did.
I only got the one in spirit.
Okay, I did it.
So the
I did
logical
adult fishing.
Yeah, the
which is the
logical
logical bow.
Yeah, it's the logical bow.
I decided that the lake was so bad to get back to at that point, and I didn't have a bow. I didn't want to just like orphan that check when I could just swim across there real quick and grab it after water.
Yeah, I didn't have money for fishing.
I had a full wallet, so.
Yeah, because oh man, this was really silly. This lost me a lot of time, but I got Dins in the well, right? And I realized, I could do Shadow. And then I get to the front of Shadow and I realize, wait, I don't have bow or long shot or bomb choose. Guess I'll like go through as much of Shadow as I can to see if I can find bomb choose or a bow.
Oh.
And so I went to the shortcut. I was like, okay, didn't get any bomb choose because I was opening all the small chests. And I had to open the shortcut, reverse to get choose, and then go all the way back, and that just felt awful.
Oh, I mean, I had choose because I bought them as child. Before doing DC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think I had like a full wallet at that point, but I probably should have like farmed before I went back adult.
Yeah.
I got the reverse. Well, I don't think I
had like 170
at
rupees.
No.
I found a gold rupee as child in Lost Woods. So
yeah, I think I.
All right.
I don't remember.
Welcome in, Barrel. GG's.
Hey, Barrel. GG's.
GG.
Howdy. I had 15 minutes time lost to child once, so that was fun.
I had I should have got second because I didn't do chickens and I was getting a wire hunt when Marco finished.
I did chickens going to the well.
I normally do in quals.
Cack path to Twin Rova, might as well.
Yeah.
And then I was like, cool, everybody has to do that today. Lose no time. Woohoo!
Yeah. So I
Did you do that as kind of a play? Did you do that as kind of a play to, after that comparatively long? Was it child one or adult one that you did, Barrow?
No, I did it for. I had a long child one. I did the chickens for just safety of Cack path to Twin Rova.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty safe play to do at that point. And also you're there going back to the well, so it was easy to do. I wasn't gonna do it, and then that path hint popped up, and I was like, all right, I'll do it today. Sure.
Man, we were popping off early on stream when we saw you grabbing that Shadow Path to Volvagia hint. And while basically everyone else got that River is Foolish hint pretty much at the same time. Because we were thinking, okay, this can really help Barrow if that Shadow Path to Volvagia hint second copy is just in an ass location. But yeah,
I don't even remember what the second one is.
I got both.
Lost Woods Bridge.
Oh, I got that.
Oh yeah, that's
really.
right.
Oh, where was the first one then?
You had
Where's
it
the
in
one
River.
I got? Oh, okay.
Where did you get it?
River.
Oh, I thought I had both. Maybe not.
I mean, I just do River early anyways because it's 3 hint stones. And you can scum your time of day back as adults, so why not?
For sure.
I do it a lot, but I felt like going child for deck, it was just better in this seed, so I didn't this seed.
Oh, did you go immediate child?
No, I just went to CAC and then reset.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's close to what I did. I just went to CAC, then went up River, then reset, and did child one stuff. Went lawn.
Yeah. I just thought open deck was better than those 3 hint stones in this particular seed.
Well, it wasn't because you lost by 8 seconds. So, no, wait, no, Rock Chalk, you're the one that's saying that. Never mind. You beat me by a couple minutes.
Did you guys get the song in SFM ever?
I don't know names. I don't know voices.
Yeah, I got addled SFM. What was it, Bolero? I think.
Yeah. Rock Chalk did.
I never went there.
Turns out that would have saved me some time, but I just decided like it was Taria's is out of logic like forever.
I was just convinced that Ice Cavern had Minuet and that Epona's was just going to be there. Or vice versa of some kind. I just never went to Adult Sacred Forest Meadow.
Yeah, I just assumed Longshot was going to be our way to get to GTG, and then there just was never really a good chance other than when I was doing Goron City, and I just didn't think it was worth it at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I just went because I was maybe hoping for Epona because I didn't know anything about Longshot at that point. Even though I knew it was out of logic, but Epona would have been nice to have, I think, at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, my routing was all over the place, I feel like. I lost a lot of time to just like walking around field because I had to walk all the way down from water from Temple of Time. Because I had already done GTG before I went to Shadow.
I did the same thing, but it gave you a chance to clear out field for where I thought the bow was going to be, where it wasn't. But...
Yeah, that's why I did such a long child one. Fucking clearing the field, GV to lake, and just wanting to just quit after that.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, cool. Wasted 15 minutes of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like I gained it back by figuring out where the hammer had to be.
And once you find the bow, there's like very few places. It was, I think when I found it, was either the checks in GTG I didn't do, HBA, Big Pose, or like Dark Link Loop.
Or I did Dark Link Loop. I did Dark Link Loop because hammer could have been there at the point in time.
I just decided there was too much.
So I got my first bow. That was fun.
Really? There's a bow there?
Sure is.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a bow on Dark Link?
Sure is.
Oh my god.
I got the logical one on adult fishing.
Yeah, I didn't do adult fishing.
I just did it because I was trying to find a bow. I knew I was out of logic, and that was something that was there.
That's what I was hoping to find in water, and then I did, and then I found a second one in Spirit, and I
Immediately
wanted
after.
to cry.
Immediately after, right? Because I did
Yeah,
adult fishing and
yes.
played Requiem. I'm like, and I found that bow. I'm like, well, that was a waste of time. Great.
Sure was.
Yeah, I
Gotta
didn't
love
do.
that.
I think the only thing I didn't do was the Dark Link loop because at that point I knew BK was a key, and I was like, I don't want to go all the way over here to Dark Link if I don't have a bow to get the other item on River. Well, I guess I could have peeked it actually.
Wait, was there
Yeah, I
like
could have
a
peeked
was there a
that river
Riverhead?
chest. No, I
And
just
how'd you know
forgot that
that?
you couldn't, or you could have just peeked it until.
Well, how'd you know BK was a small key? Then I
Because I
checked it
checked
to find
it.
that. Oh, I thought you were saying you knew it was. Okay.
Yeah, I checked BK, and then I was like, "There's 2 items left," and I
Yeah.
forgot you could peek river chest really easily. So I was like, "I don't want to do that if I don't have a bow." But I mean, I found a bow in spirit, so it worked out anyways.
I'm gonna put it this way. In my head of going to Darklink Loop, I at no point registered that I needed a bow to shoot that ice switch at the end to get the chest. So you know,
Honestly, I was thinking about doing Darklink Loop, and I didn't think about that at all either. So
sometimes when your brain is small, it works. Other times you spend 15 minutes extra in Child 1 and hate life.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, this seed was really easy, really straightforward. So
wasn't in the beginning for me. After I got the hook shot, it became straightforward.
yeah, I mean, I died to Dead Hand in the well because I blew through all my sticks and I couldn't jump slash his ass.
I technically died to Bongo Bongo.
Wait, what? Oh, you had the fairy?
Yeah.
I tried to death warp in GTG and had a fairy.
I deadass had to look. While on the boat, I went onto YouTube to find the bridge chew strat, so that way I could do that with the 5 chews I had and not waste them.
I had 2 chews left at that point, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna save on this boat just in case I fuck it up.
Nah, I went to YouTube for the strats.
I mean, I know the strat.
I know it. I just didn't know for sure it well enough, so I wanted to guarantee. If I had like 10 chews, I would have just done what I remembered and winged it from there. But I had 5, and I didn't want to risk that.
Yeah, I bought 5 in Child 1, and I got 5 right above King Dodongo. And those are the only 10 I had the entire seed.
I got 5. I got 10 off of Child Fishing. GV Lake, man. Old school boomer routing.
Anyways, I'm gonna go eat some food. Thanks for the restream. Thanks for all the volunteers.
Yeah, I think we're just about done here, questions wise. Anything else you guys want to add?
I mean, the Kakiri Forest hint was nice because I forgot to do Kakiri Forest after Deku because I was
I get that.
Autopiloting.
I get that.
Wait, you didn't do Minos before going into Deku?
No, I was like, okay, I could just like side hop to the left out of Link's house to go to Deku.
I guess.
And then I'm like, oh, I've already done Kokiri Forest because I already did Deku just now because I'm used to close Deku. So we're gonna walk into Lost Woods.
Hey man,
Makes
sometimes
sense.
that's how it works.
Yep.
Your brain's on autopilot. You just go.
For real.
All right. Yeah, I think that just about wraps us up. Thank you all so much for putting on a heck of a show. This was the OoTR Boomer Revival stream. And I mean that in the nicest way possible, of course. It's just all of you have been staples of the community for so long.
Season 1.
Absolutely.
I've been here for so long. All these young whippersnappers like Cola coming onto the scene.
Thank you. And yeah, thank you for putting on a heck of a show. This was great. I had a lot of fun, and thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to our volunteers, obviously. Thank you to our trackers, Carliana, Melqui, Mage, and Tomaltak. And thank you to my co-commentator Xenu.
And thank you, Tobias, for restreaming and co-commenting with me.
My pleasure. This was worth getting up at 3 a.m. for. I can tell you that much. And
was it?
It was kind of. I had fun. And with that, quick look at the schedule. What's next on Zelda Speedruns? Well, join us back here at 4 p.m. UTC, 11 a.m. Eastern for the Wind Waker Randomizer Season 6 Tournament Lower Bracket Finals. It'll be Rick Schmidty versus Kit Cott. 2 games in a row of that. Later today, we also obviously have the NA Weekly Qualifier number 9, that is. That'll be 11 p.m. UTC, 6 p.m. Eastern. And there's a bunch more on the schedule. Check out the schedule with exclamation point schedule in the chat. And other than that, we'll see you soon here on Zelda Speedruns. Thanks everyone, and bye.
Bye.